Hello there, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron for my fellow believers in the magic of friendship. Today we're back in the Bread League Lord Protector Funny World ruled by birds and horses mod, and we will be playing as the Kasa Free State. It was added in an update in I don't know, it's probably like a year ago at this point. Well, I think it's always technically been around. There was just no content for it. You just had to make your own content. Kind of like I did when I played as Ronald Reagan in TNO. Now those are the good days. But yeah, the easiest way to tell how much content a country has is by how long it takes to do focuses. And when the completion time for every focus is 5 days, that's a very good sign. You can get through this entire tree in a month and a half. So, well, I guess besides the last focus, but almost all of it. We're actually really weak right now. We only have 24,000 in the field. I think we have 1 mill and 1 sieve, or 2 sieves and 2 mills and 1 dockyard, but we can only use 1 sieve because of our 48% consumer goods. So yes, not a very strong starting country. It has the potential, at least the potential, to be interesting if not powerful. And to start off the drama, the first commander is stepping down. She's led the country for like 40 years. She's like 70 years old, so it's about time. Or I think closer to 80 years old. Me. Wow, that's very not we of you. Gastev would be disappointed. So yes, we're back to being led by a provisional government, as happens too often in these games, but at least the election cycle is very short, and in 100 days I think we will have a leader. We have one candidate, Altu Keksa. Kasa, oh Kasa of my heart, how you deserve more, how the world deserves more than the champions of freedom to lie around fat, feeble, and idle. The slaves of the world deserve more resolve than to extend a hoof of peace to those who would see them enslaved. In this cause of freedom, we need to be as fanatical as the Knights of Ophinicus. Oh no, not those guys. Well, I guess I don't know how bad those guys are, because when I tried to play as them, I accidentally went down the free trade path. Which, something like that will probably happen this time too, as I try to play as someone and then put the wrong person in power. This is what always happens. And we have a nice decision too, to get a preview of the 4 candidates. We have a zebra wearing glasses, a zebra smoking, a pony, or a zebra drinking coffee, I guess. That's, well, interesting options. And there have probably been 50 events about this long so far, and it's March of 1007. I don't know what the EAW devs are doing. Do they just have like 10 people in a sweatshop writing events all day and all night? I don't know how they're doing this. Like, we're averaging an event a day, I think. Okay, and now the candidates are debating what to do with the Legion, which I guess is our army. Keksa was the one who wanted to expand it greatly, and considering that this is a World War II game at its core, it's probably best that we have a good army. I can only assume that we're going to have to fight someone eventually, so... And perfect! We finally have a bear as a general, Wojtek. He's going to be promoted to Field Marshal and put in charge of all of our armies for the remainder of this playthrough. Oh no, not that guy here. Oh, perfect. We're now led by Altu. I know, surprising. I guess, you know, we'll be going down a semi-militaristic path, even though we're still a democracy, so we're still the good guys, 100% guaranteed. And this focus tree is kind of unique here, in a way. Instead of having mutually exclusive focuses, you can choose whatever focus you want on this side, and the mirror focus on the other side will be bypassed if you choose it. So for example, if we complete this focus, then this focus will automatically bypass. If we complete this one, then this one will automatically bypass, and so on. And the middle ones, that doesn't really apply to, of course. And instead of building an army the old-fashioned way, we're just deciding what divisions we want spawned in. Like, we can get 20 widths or 10 widths from this one, and 20 widths here, and we can't actually train divisions. yet. Okay, and we got declared on, but we should be fine. We've just been doing all these military focuses. It's a kind of unique mechanic where you do all the focuses you want, and then you do this focus to get the effects, but then once you do this focus, you can't do any more focuses, but I've done all the ones I want. Buffing artillery, buffing organization and attack, and getting some factories. So we should be fine, and yeah, now we will naval invade these guys too and hopefully capitulate them. Oh, I guess they're actually garrisoning their ports, so maybe not. Okay, and things are going well with our first war. We finally landed in their capital, and that distracted them, so we broke across this river crossing here. So things are relatively good. We can also make divisions now, which is convenient, and once those guys are deployed, this war will be much easier. Until then, we'll just keep fighting slowly. Oh yeah, we also got another cool black and white general, this Jersey guy who defected from Barad, who they are very creepy people. Okay, well, it took a little while, but we finally encircled some of these guys in the north here, so I think this should solidify our win. As long as we can hold the encirclement, which should be easy at this point. So now we can either be the Fortress of Freedom or the Vanguard of Liberation, and I think that if we sit around and do nothing, we're as good as bad guys. If we don't actually try to make a difference and save some of these people who've been subjugated to, I guess, the regime in White Flower here, then we're part of the problem. Well, it's gonna be hard though, because they're much more powerful than us. They're a pretty big faction, but I'm sure we'll be able to do something once our tank research is done in a year. I almost feel like our best chance, though, would be to wait for Wingbardy to declare on them, or for them to declare on Wingbardy in some fashion. I assume it will happen eventually, and I know it's bad to work with the fascists to liberate people, but that's really all we can do. We're at least helping out, though, in our own way by accepting refugees from authoritarian regimes, which is cool. We are kind of low on manpower, so any extra recruits are appreciated. And just like I thought, they're at war with Wingbardy, so now we'll take advantage of this opportunity and declare on them. Yeah, we're not doing so well, but at least we're getting war score, and then we'll be able to take some stuff because our side's going to win. They're just focusing all on us. We're distracting them, so Wingbardy can win the war, being a great help as the distraction. And these knights were forming this cult, the Society of the Groverian Oaths. Seemed pretty interesting, but we have rounded them up and dealt with them because they didn't seem very democratic, I guess. Yeah, I'm also now going to convert my entire army into a mobile army. We're going to have no stupid regular infantry, only motorized and tanks. So we can give every, zebra, I guess, their own heavy tank. The ideal society. So yeah, I guess as the good guys, we should be looking at ideology over just how to expand our borders, of course. We're not map painting today, we're ideology painting, and it looks like we have some allies over here. We at least have one ally on the continent, the River Federation, and then we have the fascist Kingdom of Wingbardy, the monarchist Griffonian Empire, the fascist Golden Morning State. I don't think we'll ever be able to join a faction with the River Federation, but I don't plan on invading them. They might invade me, though, which would be kind of sad. I guess I could just send volunteers to my fellow harmonist people. Yeah, that would probably be a good idea once I have some of these medium tanks, or these light tanks out. Oh, never mind. This is already lost here. Can't do much with that. And as the Griffonian Empire invades Wingbardy, I will help out and maybe take a few states over here off of them. And I guess even though the Griffonian Empire isn't harmonist, they're at least not supremacist like Wingbardy, so it's an improvement. So yeah, we'll declare war, and then we can deploy some of these new divisions once they're ready. Okay, yeah, this actually is was not a good idea. The Griffonian Empire is defeating them, but for some reason all of our divisions are garbage. I don't know what happened here. We had a lot of extra supplies and things were nice, and we had a lot of light tanks with mechanized, but I guess these light tanks with mechanized aren't actually that good. I even put SPAA in them, but I don't know, maybe the red air. Well, we don't even have red air here, so I don't know. Oh, I think my tanks weren't working because I was out of fuel. I really am gonna just have to start doing AI only. I've such a rookie mistake. Of course, I was trying to mechanize my entire army, and then I don't have any fuel to support that, so yeah, that makes sense. At least I got a lot of war score, and the Griffonian Empire will finish the job for us, so we still win, kind of, technically. Well, you know, I wouldn't have really called us the Vanguard of Liberation, more like the Vanguard of invading countries who are already at war with someone else. But at least we got pretty big off of it. I don't think anybody's gonna declare on us, but yeah. We're not actually very powerful at all. This area here is probably the area with the least amount of factories, besides maybe like up here. I think we're the weakest country that's still independent, besides these three guys and the Dread League. Maybe like the Penguins. Anyways, this was still fun. It actually had a really well-made focus tree. It was very unique. But yeah, let me know what other countries you would like to see me play, and I guess I will see you all next time.